Hey, good evening, everyone. This is psychic medium angel reader Alison Boychuk here. Just going to wait a minute or two for some people to pop on and join me on my broadcast tonight. I hope you're all doing very well. Tyson and I are doing fantastic tonight here in Carberry. Um, I just want to quickly talk about I know that Halloween is fast approaching, and that is all fantastic. You guys are probably, getting your beautiful little kids ready for Halloween. And once that is done, then I'm very excited for my favorite holiday, Christmas. All right. Can't wait for that. That is my absolute most favorite time of the year. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Lori. Thank you for being here. Margot, hello. Andrea, Lorraine, hi. Valerie, Kelly, good evening. I hope, like I said, I hope you all are doing fantastic tonight. It is an absolute pleasure for me to be here and be able to give some messages from your beautiful loved ones. All right. For any of you new watchers, if you feel indeed that I have connected with your loved one, you could please write a comment as soon as possible. Um, Let me know that this loved one is yours, all right? It's really important to me that I give the messages to the right person. But with that said, if indeed someone has already spoken for that loved one and you feel that very much sounds like your loved one as well, please say something, and I will iron it all out. I will work it out and figure out um, who these messages indeed are for. Okay. Um, Hello to you all. Thank you all for being here with me tonight. Hi, Colleen. Hello, Cindy. Thank you for being here. Tekla, hello. Hi, Jennifer. You remembered twice in a row. That's fantastic. I'm very glad you're here with me tonight. Um, Hi, Karen. Norma, hello. Thank you for always tuning in. Christine, hi. Thank you for being here. Stacy, Debbie, Jesse, Rita, hi. Hi, Rox. Hope you're doing well. So yes, thank you all for being here. I definitely have enough um, loved one, or excuse me, enough viewers. I have lots of loved ones who have been kind of at me in and out all day today, and just waiting for my broadcast to start. Um, which I don't mind at all. They kind of bug me on Wednesdays, um, because they're just very excited to be able to come and through me give some beautiful messages to their loved ones. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for being here with me. That's so sweet of you. Hi, Glenda. Hello. So yes, like I said, I have enough viewers. I can get rolling. I'm just going to indeed take a few seconds, and I will get started. Okay. All right. Tekla, I just read your comment. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm glad that that happened for you. Okay. All right. The very first loved one that I would love to bring forward, I have this lovely lady here. Oh, she's beautiful. And with that, her spirit, her personality, what a true, honest, good woman. I feel that just first off, very clear. She has decided to show me a little bit of what she looks like for me to talk about so we can figure out who indeed she is trying to connect with. I want to tell you that the first thing she really shows me is her striking brown eyes. Right? Just her brown eyes, her face. It's how do I explain what I'm seeing? I want to talk about it's rounder. Okay, she's got a bit of a round face to her. Okay, um, and and when she laughed, she really laughed. You know what I mean by that? Like that, I could just hear that kind of belly laugh to her. Okay. Um, hmm. As I have this urge to cry in this instance, I want to talk about how someone is missing her so dearly. Okay. Um, hmm. Whew. I also need to talk about her appearance a little more. Um, she shows me that she's definitely not a tall woman, and I've asked her how come she is no longer here, what has happened, and all I know is that she drew me a heart, and that's symbolic, just letting me know that there was some heart problems here. I think is what she's trying to explain to me. Okay. Um, hmm. I need to talk about the love of fishing. I don't know. I think that's what she's trying to express to me because all of a sudden she shows me like a fishing boat, but like catching lots of fish. I'm not too sure. And like, I don't know. Yes, catching lots of fish. All right. Um, hmm. Hi, Johanna. Hello, Alice, Janelle, Catherine. Hello, Dawn, Melinda. Hello, hello, Marianne. Elton, good evening, everybody. Donica, thank you all for being here with me tonight. Hi, Angela. All right. Um, this wonderful woman, as I was saying, it's really interesting. Twice now. I don't know why she's like blowing out candles, but it's like but I don't think it's birthday. I don't think this is birthday. This is like an anniversary of her passing, maybe, or anniversary, something like that. That's how it feels. Like she's trying to talk about a date, a celebration, like yeah, something like that. Okay. Hi, Chantel. Thank you for being here with me. Um, Kelly sounds like my aunt. All right, Kelly. Um, it's really interesting. The second I read your name, it was interesting. I seen um sorry, what do you oven mitts, and I'm not too sure what that's about. I think that she must have loved to bake, maybe. Something about oven mitts. Okay, I just felt that when I read your name. Okay, um, this wonderful woman. Oh, she worked so hard. You know. Um, Oh, her 1 year passing is tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. That would explain. Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah. I definitely, Kelly, believe that this indeed is your beautiful aunt. Um, I need to just she just wants me to let you know. Um, you know, it's interesting that you call her your aunt, which she is, but I just want to say real quick, I really feel that connection between you and her, like almost like a mom to you, like just really really special. Okay, um, absolutely. I just need to say that's how she's making me feel. Um, she was always fishing. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Absolutely. Okay. Um, That's great. And that's, just her way of letting you know that, in heaven, she's doing all the beautiful things that she loved to do. Okay, and that's why she's showing that to me. And as I said that though, she shows me that she's with a male. Now I don't know. I don't know if this is her husband, maybe, or I'm not sure. I'm really not, so I'm not going to guess. But I can just see that she's with a male. She's letting me know that. Okay, for me to relay that to you, that she joined this male in heaven. Okay, um, and she's in total peace, and her eternal life is glorious. Okay, she loves you so much. She thanks you for remembering that tomorrow indeed is the anniversary of her passing. um, that's so honorable of you to keep her in mind. And oh, as I said that though, she shows me that you indeed have, there's time you think of her often, and there's a distinct sadness when you think of her. You just wish she was here. All right, Kelly, but just know that she is doing very well, and it's the best word I can describe her is she's extremely content. Okay, she wants me to let you know that. All right, Kelly. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to connect with your beautiful auntie tonight. Okay. Mhm. All right. The next loved one I'd love to bring forward is I have another wonderful woman here. Okay. Mhm. Hmm. I just had to pause for a second because actually, this wonderful woman comes in, but she is very, very much with her husband. Okay, um, they're coming in together. Okay, both of them. Okay, so this is mom or dad or grandma and grandpa or something like that. Okay, first thing I want to talk about that I can clearly see, um, the love that they have for each other is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Um, hmm, and I'm not sure if it's them or you, but she keeps showing me this kind of longer driveway. Yeah, this long driveway on an acreage or farm. Okay, it's absolutely it's very nice, very well kept. The grass looks so green. Okay, um, this wonderful woman. hmm, Oh boy, uh, she just showed me um, having a real knack for making pierogies. And this the reason why I said, "Oh boy," is as soon as I could see that, I could feel another presence. But I'll get there. I'll get to that in a minute or two. Okay. Um, this lovely lady, this beautiful spirit shows me again, like I said, an absolute knack for making pierogies. They were so good. Okay. Um, and all of a sudden I could see like a wedding dress, so that's interesting. I think with that she's trying to show me that like I think she may be I think she made pierogies for your wedding is where she's going with this. Okay, um, yeah, I think that's something like that. Okay, I'm seeing all these pierogies, and I'm seeing some cabbage rolls and that kind of thing. Um, as I feel her personality, I want to say that. Um, as good of a wonderful woman that she was, she spoke her truths, and when she felt something, she said it. Okay? She was never timid. She was definitely not a shy person. Okay, but had so much love in her tone and in her advice and her guidance to her family. Okay. Um, Both my grandparents are there with Uncle Jim up there. She used to make so many pierogies. She used to sell them. All right, Nicole. All right, very well could be. I'm going to keep on rolling, and you let me know. Nicole, I want to talk about. I don't know what this is. As soon as I was reading your message, I don't know why I need to talk about a bear. Hmm, I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't really getting any more reference to that to talk about. Something about a bear, like a brown bear. Okay? It's really interesting. It's making me feel um, like maybe feels more like I said, please give me some more with that. And I think she's trying to express maybe if you've seen one in the last few days. Okay, if you could just let me know if that's making sense. This bear. Okay. Um, oh, that's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, yeah, definitely. She did cooking for your wedding. That is beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely. And as I read your message, again, this is how this works sometimes. They show me things, and when you talked about your wedding, she showed me this. I just need to talk about this, like really nice purple color. I want to say actually a lot like my sweater is kind of how it looks. Um, talk about a purple, something about purple. Okay, absolutely. Um, Nicole, in a very kind way. I just need to express how she shows me that her and her husband, your grandfather, there wasn't a lot of money here, but there was so much love. Okay? They would go without, but yet they were so happy. Um, oh, no way. Oh, no way. You guys seen a bear last weekend? Absolutely. Okay. Now, I'm so glad that you took the time to quickly tell me that because I knew there was a reason for that because it was so unique for her to show me a bear as I read your name. Okay. And I want to say that that's your beautiful grandmother's way of letting you know that she was with you, that she's around. She knows what happens. That she's been with you. And as I say that, she shows me. Um, I hope it's okay. Your loved ones generally won't show me something that I'm not allowed to talk about. When you said that this bear happened last weekend, and she shows me in particular that day, or you were going through. She shows me you had some sadness, some really really stressful sadness. Okay, um, that day when you seen the bear, she just showed that to me as I'm talking to you. All right. And that again, that's just her way of letting you know she was right there with you and she's trying to help you. She's trying to be there for you. Okay. I need to tell you, Nicole, that she shows me to let you know that things are going to get better. Okay. And I know that's a big statement. I get that. But I just want to just reassure you that that's exactly what she told me. Um, I need to tell you, she shows me you crying, like I'm seeing, crying, and she's just trying to let you know that she's with you. Okay, whatever exactly this hard times that you've been through. Okay. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I'm happy. I'm glad about the shades of purple for you. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Okay. And I'm sorry that you've been going through all this sadness. Okay, but your beautiful grandmother. And it's interesting. The second I said grandmother, MOM is coming. It was right in here, right in front of me. Mom, she was like your mother, and she's with you all the time. Okay. Um, it's really interesting. One more thing I need to tell you before I move on is your beautiful grandmother. She wants me to tell you to pray. Okay, just pray about it. All right, what you're going through, that'll help. Pray about it. Okay, all right. So thank you so much, Nicole, for giving me the beautiful opportunity to connect with your wonderful grandma tonight. Thank you. All right, the next loved one I'd love to bring forward is I have a younger male here. Okay. Hmm. First thing I want to talk about is he's so social. Okay. Um, uh, oh wow. Okay. Uh, you're most welcome, Nicole. You're most welcome. Okay. Huggy Bear, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Thank you. Um, this young man. Okay, I'm almost at a loss of words. He is such a kind soul. It's unfortunate. He left this physical world so young. It's so sad. But it's really important. He wants me, and that's why it just made me smile. He wants me to let everybody know, but I am doing great. It's okay. It's great. I need to tell you, this young man, and you know what do I mean by that? Um, I think he's trying to show me. I'm not sure how long he's been passed, but he's showing me that it looks like he's like in his early 40s now. Okay, that's all I can say for that's all what I'm. That's all he's really letting me know. Okay. This is a tall guy. Okay. He has brown hair, a little bit of facial hair. He shows me. Okay. I've asked him twice now how come he is how come he isn't here anymore, and he's just not letting me know. He doesn't want to talk about it. Okay. Sometimes they do that. They don't want to talk about it for whatever. I don't know why. Okay, but all he wants me to make very clear is how happy he is now. Okay, I need to talk about a couple things that he brings forward. And I've seen this twice. Um, I don't know why he keeps showing me a red barn. Okay? And as soon as I was done saying that, he shows me a Saskatchewan flag. He's blowing. Okay, um, this Saskatchewan flag is blowing. So I don't know. I think he's trying to express that that's where he was from. I think. Okay. Um, this young man, he loved to laugh. I can hear him laughing. Okay. He had many friends. People that knew him loved him. That was the kind of guy he was. All right. Um, as much as he loved to laugh, he definitely had some sadness in his life that he tried to hide. Okay. He tried to hide his, I'm feeling some depression here. Oh, yeah. Huh. When you say he's in his 40s, how long ago did he pass? Um, I'm asking him because I really didn't know. I think what he's showing me is he passed in his, he was young. Um, 17 maybe. Okay. Oh, wow, Huggy Bear. All right. Um, I want to talk about um, Yes, yes, Tyson, my love. I really think this was he was young then, as in like, I don't know, 17, 18, somewhere in there when he passed away. Um, he had a real love for music. Okay, if that helps anyone. Oh, no way. No way. Okay. Um, hmm, okay. I will ask him to give me something that I have heard indeed my husband Tyson talk about Brandon before. I never met Brandon, obviously. Um, and I have connected with him in the past. Oh, that's so sweet. Um, he just showed me to tell you that he's here because you need him. Okay. But anyways, I'm going to ask him to show me something that he hasn't shown me before. So you know indeed that this is Brandon, because it's important that I give the messages to the right person. Um, I don't know what this is. You wanted me to talk about, I don't know what you call that type of tie that like you would pull it up. Hmm, it's like kind of westerny, and it's more like on like a rope, like a kind of like a leathery rope tie, and you pull the ornament like the decal up. If you have any idea what I'm trying to explain, okay. Uh, he was in Police University in Lethbridge, very young at heart and life of the party. Okay. I just wonder if that tie means anything to you when I asked him. Uh, Thanks, Rox, Bolo, and Joe. Bolo tie. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, truthfully, I didn't know that's what that was called. Um, I could just see it. So I was trying to explain that. So Tyson, I hope that makes sense to you. He wanted me to say that. Um, hmm, I know exactly, but never seen him wear one. Hmm, okay. But he's going like this, like you, that there's like a memory here or something. Okay. But anyways, he just wants me to quickly let you know he's here because you need him. Okay. Um, and that you would understand this. I have a picture when I was young that he made fun of me for. Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't know that. That's fantastic. That makes perfect sense. So I'm assuming that in this picture you're wearing a bolo tie. Okay, that's funny. That's awesome. Okay, um, and again, he's like, "Yes, I'm making him laugh because he wants you to be laughing tonight." Okay, he wants you to be happy and to be feeling great. Okay, he lets me know that the two of you had so much great memories, as unfortunately they were cut so short. Um, they're so worth remembering. Okay. He found it in a photo album. That's great. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why he was like, you, not him. That's so great. Okay. Now I perfectly understand what your friend is trying to say to you. That's lovely. Okay. All right. I indeed have to move on, but again, he was just trying to make you smile. All right. And I think he very much conquered his feat and got that done. Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay. All right. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward. Hmm. I have a younger woman here. Aw. What do I mean by okay? All I can do is talk about is exactly as the visions come in. First thing I want to talk about is I can see her longer brown hair. This is a she's of a slimmer build. Okay. Medium height, not short, not really tall. Like I can't really, so I'd say average height. Um, she was really good at dolling herself up. I need to talk about that. Just very pretty, pretty naturally too. But you didn't often see her not, with makeup and her hair nice and that kind of thing. That was important to her. Okay. Oh, it's really beautiful. She shows me that she has a daughter. Okay. I'm not sure if the daughter's watching or why she's showing me that, but she's showing me that she indeed has a daughter. Um, this wonderful woman. Hmm, I need to talk about this. This lady shows me that it. I don't know. She's appearing to me to be, in her late 30s. Okay. Um, she looks to me that she's showing me that when she passed away, she was, it seems like in her late 20s. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. She just showed me that her daughter was little. Okay. Aw. I've asked her how come she is no longer here. And all I know is she wrote me the letter L. Okay. She wrote me the letter L. What does she mean by that? I'm asking her, please be more clear. Oh, I think she's trying to talk about lupus. I think that's what she's trying to tell me. I think, everybody. Okay. Wow. Okay. I just say how this this wonderful woman. She has such a nice smile. It's really interesting how she's showing me her being in a relationship at the time of her passing. Like that's important in this to who she's trying to connect with. I'm not sure yet what she means by that. Um, she wants me to talk about her pain, unfortunately, but on a good note, her pain is all over. Okay? She was struggling. She was very much struggling. She was trying so hard for her daughter to be positive and to live, each day to the fullest, the best that she could. Right? But as she's like shaking prescription pills, she's just letting me know that the medications, like, and I'm feeling the pain. They weren't, you know, her end up towards the end of her life. This was very hard for her. Okay. Um, wow. Yeah. But she shows me that how she's been watching over her daughter this whole time, and her daughter has turned into this beautiful, beautiful teenager. That's beautiful. Um, okay. And I've asked her, what else can you tell me? Um, give me something. Who are you trying to reach out to? Um, hmm. And all I got was a BC, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure she's talking about the province of BC or where she's going with that. BC. Okay. Um, BC. She just over and over and over and over. Um, but anyways, uh, I just need to quickly talk about how her smile is so bright and she's so much at peace. as I said earlier, but I need to make it very clear how her suffering is over. Okay, it's really, really important that you hear that. Okay, um, as sad as it is, she wishes she was here for her daughter, but she's not. So she's doing everything she can to show her daughter that she's right here with her. It's beautiful. Um, no way, Rocks. But she has two daughters. Youngest daughter's birthday was yesterday. Wow. Wow. Um, can I ask, as I was talking about this daughter, um, oh, her 16th birthday. Yeah, because I was just gonna say, because like I was saying, I felt like this was a teenager. Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's great. Lovely. Chanel. Perfect. Absolutely. But with the two daughters, I'm just not quite. I guess all I can say is she was just trying to talk about the one that had the birthday yesterday. Okay. Um, that's all I can. Just my experience of doing this. That's what that must have been. Okay. Um, she was just focusing on that one in the moment because it was her birthday yesterday. Which is that's so beautiful. Okay. She came here tonight to wish her beautiful daughter a happy birthday. Okay. So Rox, if you could definitely let her know that, um, that would be really great. Um, I don't know what this is. I just need to say it to Rox. She shows me something about um, Chanel getting what looked like makeup for her birthday. I don't know if I don't know why she's showing that. Showing me her something about makeup. Okay. Um, yeah. Thank you so much for doing that, Rox. I appreciate that. That is so beautiful. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Um, she got lots. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. And she got lots of makeup and clothes. That is fantastic. Okay. I just want to quickly say the reason why she showed me that is to prove to Chanel that she was right there for her birthday, that she knows what she got. And that's why she showed that to me. Okay, that she got makeup. Right. Hmm. Oh, oh, wow. That's beautiful. Absolutely. That is so beautiful. I'm so glad that BC made sense. Perfect. Absolutely. Okay. Um, that's great. So yes, if you could please pass that all on to her, as that the makeup and all that, that would be really great. That she would probably love to hear that her mom was right there for her birthday yesterday. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you so much, Rox. It was an absolute pleasure to connect with your daughter-in-law tonight. Thank you so much. All right. The next loved one. Oh, you're most welcome, Rox. Most welcome. The very next loved one I'd love to bring forward is I have an older gentleman here. Okay. Mm. The first thing I want to say is his demeanor seems a little bit on the quiet side. Okay. Not at all that that's a bad thing. It's just that it is. All right. Um, he seems quiet to me. Okay. But he comes in here very pleasant. All right. Um, as I'm watching his visions that he's giving me and listening to what he has to say. I, I just need to. I really noted how his tone seems soft. I just need to say that real quick before I carry on. That was very, very evident to me. That one, maybe one of you would really get that pretty quickly. Okay. Um, it's unfortunate that he did not live a long, long life. What do I mean by that? Um, hmm, I asked him, what happened and that kind of thing, and he very clearly wrote me the number 67, and I think he's trying to tell me that he passed at the age of 67. Okay. Um, I asked him what has happened. All I know is hmm, I want to say that I believe he's expressing to me that there was some heart issues here, but at the same time, I can smell cigarettes burning. Okay, I just want to say that. Um, this was very, very much a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. Okay? He lets me know that you'd only see him at best in dress pants at like a wedding or a funeral at best. He says. Okay? That would only be if he absolutely had to. Very much a jeans and t-shirt type of person. Okay? As I continue to talk and communicate with this wonderful soul, I want to talk about how this is not a tall man either. Um, 5'7", 5'8", maybe. Okay, about 5'8". Um, yeah. He shows me a stethoscope and showing me doctor visits. Okay, so I don't think it was a complete shock that he passed when he did. Okay, um, but because he was, again, there was some problems, some health problems going on. Okay, um, and it's really interesting. He just showed me what looks like daughters. Okay, from what I'm seeing, I think he's showing me just daughters. Okay, I believe that that's indeed what he's trying to tell me. Okay. I have to be honest. I'm not hearing a lot from him. As I said in the very beginning of this, of communicating with him, he's quiet. He's of a quiet nature, and just very content. Okay. Um, oh, I don't know why he just threw in there last second that he was a farmer. Okay. Hmm. I think he's trying to show me that he was from an area of a town that starts with the letter M. I think that's what he's trying to show me. I think. Okay. Um, I just want to make it very clear that whoever these messages are for, that he comes in with just such a loving heart. Okay. Um, he loved his daughters so much. Okay. Really interesting. He also shows me his heaven. Okay. And I want to talk about how I can hear music playing, and it kind of sounds like for me to talk about like the Saturday night get together. Like I'm hearing that like polka music and that kind of thing. Is it Friday night get together? Saturday night get together. Um, but anyways, I can very much hear that. Okay. Um, and hmm, and I want to talk about I can, as I could smell cigarettes, but now I'm very much smelling cologne. I need to talk about that for a brief second. Um, and that if you smelt it, you'd know it was that was what he wore. I think maybe he wore a little too. I just read Old Spice. Okay. Something about Old Spice actually. Okay. Um, this kind of makes me feel like never left the house without it. All right. This wonderful man is doing very, very well. All right. Oh, my stomach. Um, he's trying so hard to connect. Um, he wants me to. Um, oh, interesting. GX94 territory. Interesting. Thank you, my love. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting. That very much could be him trying to talk about, like Tyson says, the GX94 territory, Yorkton area type of thing. Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Very much could be. Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay. I'm just gonna I have to move on and leave it at that. All right. All right. Very next loved one I'd love to bring forward is I have another wonderful woman here. Okay. She shows me first thing she's chosen to show me is it feels like she's trying to express that she hasn't been gone that long. What do I mean by that? Maybe a year, maybe. Okay. She's showing me her brown hair. She just showed me that she's wearing glasses or that she wore glasses. Okay. I would have to say she's, about roughly 5'5". Okay. Um, I've asked her how come she is no longer here, and sadly, she has let me know that she passed of cancer. Oh, oh, okay. And I need to talk about how she just very much quickly showed me how um, her passing, even though she was sick, it was kind of unexpected how quickly she went, or how maybe she would gotten a little bit better, or seemed to have was on, starting to feel a little bit better, and then all of a sudden she declined again and passed. Something like that is what she's showing me. That it was a little bit of a surprise, a shock, I guess is the better word of her passing. That it happened exactly when it did. Okay, I want to talk about the next thing she shows me is I just seen a curling rock go by. um, you know, take that, probably, either she either loved curling, loved watching curling, or maybe she curled, and when she was physically able to do so, I'm not really sure. Um, but curling, very much so. Okay. Um, she's laughing, and she just showed me all these people she's with. She's with so many family and friends in heaven, and they're all having such a good time, which is so great. Um, hmm. She shows me that the cards are out, and in particular, I just seen a crib board. Um, could be Kitty. Okay. Okay. The crib board is out, like I said, everybody's having a very, very good time up there. Okay. Um, for that's interesting. Um, as many of you know, Glenda is my husband's mom, but I never met her sister Kitty. Um, and Bernice sounds a little like my sister-in-law Myrna. Okay. And as for my mother-in-law's sister Kitty, I have connected with her. I recall once or twice maybe, and so I'm going to ask, if indeed this is Kitty, to give me something that that I wasn't never told about. Okay, because she passed long before I came into this family. Um, to give me something that I didn't know, so you can be sure and that we can feel confident about that, because that's very important to me. Or indeed, maybe this is Bernice's sister-in-law, Myrna. Okay. Um, she curled and loved cards. We found out on Tuesday. No way, and she died by Friday. No way. That is wow. Yeah. What a shock that must have been. I never knew that. Um, she wants me to talk about putting curlers in her hair in particular. She's making them very clear. I can see them. They're pink, and they're the ones with that kind of foam. They're plastic with the little bit of foam that goes on top of them, and putting her hair in those plastic curlers. Okay. I just need to talk about that. Okay. Um, and Lorianne, okay, sorry, I just read your message too. You feel like this could be your mom. Okay. So as I was saying, I got to talk about something about these pink curlers when I asked to give me something specific. Um, hmm. And I need to talk about enjoying, and it doesn't feel like it's often, okay, but I want to talk about, this lovely woman shows me enjoying, um, she was a hairdresser. I knew that, but I just wondered something about her wearing these pink curlers, um, like the rollers. But anyways, she's moved on to showing me enjoying a stiff drink. It's I don't know what it is. I don't. Um, I can smell it. What is that? Scotch maybe. Hmm. I'm not 100% sure, but enjoying like a little bit of hard alcohol, just straight up, once in a blue moon type of thing. Okay. Um, and if this helps, the three of you here, when I asked for something specific, um, hmm, hmm, hmm. I need to talk about. She shows me really having hmm, really having the love for the color purple. Okay. Um, I'm just letting the three of you sit with that for a second, for giving time for one of you to let me know when I said give me something specific. That's what she decided to show me, is that she loved the color purple. Um, hmm. Oh, okay. 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 All right. Bernice says not Myrna, and it's not Tyson's Auntie Kitty either. Okay. So Lori Ann, I wonder if that is at all making sense to you. Um, and Lori Ann, I want to talk about something about this very nice. It kind of looks like an antique piece of furniture. I need to say that to you too. Okay. Um, I don't know if you have it or if you know what she's. Uh, if you have your mom's, I don't know. I don't know. Um, it's an antique piece of furniture that you would put. I think you would put it in your living room. Okay, is what she's trying really hard to show this to me. Okay. Um, and she wants me to talk about. Um, she didn't, but I do. Interesting. Yeah, very well could be. Absolutely, absolutely, very well could be. Yes. Um, Janelle, was she old, like mid 80s when she passed? I don't think she's no, no, I'm sorry. No, I don't think she was of that age. I think she's younger than that. Okay. Um, like more like I don't know, 70s maybe. Okay. Um, and it's interesting. I want to say, Lorianne, if this makes sense to you, she's going like this, and she just went like this to me, just to say like she liked for her hair to be just so, like especially if she had to like go get groceries or whatever. Um, so I was just making sure that her hair was exactly how it needed to be. Okay. I hope that's all making sense to you. Absolutely lovely. Um, hmm. Lori, I need to say something to she. I had to pause to watch this. She was showing me what looked like you old trunk in your bedroom. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. That would make sense actually. Okay. Um, I want to say is the when I read that she showed me like is like the latch not quite working or something there. She showed that to me, just kind of confirming that that's right. Okay? 'Cause she showed that to me like as if like if the latch doesn't line up or it's broken or something here, something about the latch. Okay? Um, but anyways, I'll give you a minute to type to me about that. I want to talk about. She shows me you driving that you've been very, very busy. You've been on the road a lot, and it's like I don't know what that is. It's a little bit more than usual or something like that. She shows that to me. You've been like very busy, more than usual. Okay. I don't know what that is other than just to say it exactly like that, Lorianne. Um, driving, just no time for much else. Just very busy, 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 busy. Okay. Um, and that's your mom's way. Oh, no way. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, oh, that's just beautiful. You did her haircuts. That's awesome. Absolutely. I love that. Aw, it's quite the memory that you brought up tonight for you to think about and to make you smile. Okay. Um, yeah. Mhm. Oh, you've been working extra shifts. Lovely. Absolutely. Wonderful. Okay, you betcha. That is your mom's way of it's interesting how she showed that, like driving. Um, you going to work and coming home. I guess that's exactly what she meant by that. That's her way of showing you that she's right there with you. Okay. She knows exactly how your life's been going right now. Okay. She would like you to slow down a little bit though. Okay. And I mean that. I don't know if you haven't been feeling well lately, because she's showing me like you're overdoing it and you're wearing yourself out. Okay? I don't want to talk about like I feel like my throat is kind of scratchy because it's like you're draining yourself, you're weakening your immune system a little bit because you're not taking time for you. Okay, I hope that's okay to say. That's exactly how she's showing it. And she's like, she's not mad, but she's being mom, and she's like, take care of yourself too. Okay, um, yeah, absolutely. Okay, um, she has this. Lorianne, I just want to say quickly, she has this great big hug for you. It was just so beautiful. It was such a, oh, I want to hug my beautiful daughter. Okay. Um, hmm, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lorianne, for giving me the opportunity to connect with your wonderful mom tonight. All right. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who spent your hour with me tonight. It was absolutely fantastic to be able to deliver messages tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And I look forward to seeing you all back on here next Wednesday for my Wednesday Whispers.